We are continuing to follow breaking news out of Pasquotank County. A prison is on lockdown and more than a dozen people are in the hospital after fires in a prison sewing facility and an attempted escape. Now, this is happening at the Pasquotank Correctional Institute in Elizabeth City.
We've been reporting on this since 4 o'clock, and the situation is still very much unfolding right now. However, the North Carolina Department of Public Safety says it is under control. Now, we know 7 of the injured people were taken to Centera Albemarle Medical Center. Another 7 are at Centera Norfolk General Hospital.
The Pasquotank County Sheriff says this call came in for a little after 3 this afternoon. And our Joe Fisher is live in a neighborhood, I understand, Joe, near the facility. And Joe, we've heard reports of officials searching the area, but there are some conflicting reports. So what do we know? What are you hearing?
Laura and Deanna, the conflicting reports are that the North Carolina Department of Public Safety says that there are no prisoners that have escaped from the facility, but we have been fielding calls into our newsroom all day long from neighbors saying that people have been searching their neighborhoods with dogs and trying to locate some people. One business owner who called in earlier said that he was told by an official that 5 prisoners managed to escape from the facility, but that has not been confirmed by the North Carolina Department of Public Safety. In the past hour, we did learn from the DPS that the emergency response team for the prison has responded to this incident from other facilities across the state. And right now we are in a wooded area where we have been watching some of those DPS officers going in and out of the woods, just really posted up and kind of looking around. We are not sure at this point if they are looking for any escaped prisoners, but we are pretty close to the facility. The Pasquotank Correctional Institute is on a really rural plot of land. It is surrounded by farmland, and earlier today we walked up to, we drove up to the building where there was just a massive emergency response. They told us that we had to turn around and leave the property, to which we did, but we still do not know why we were told to leave the property, whether they feared for our safety or for some other reason. But this call came in around 3:08 this afternoon, and that call was for an attempted prison escape and multiple fires in one of the buildings here at the Correctional Institute. We have learned in the past couple of hours that a total of 14 people were taken to Centera Albemarle Medical Center. 7 of those patients have been taken to Centera Norfolk General, presumably to get further treatment for things that they could not handle at Centera Albemarle. We do know that Norfolk is a trauma center, and oftentimes in these situations, patients do get transported to Centera Norfolk General. But again, this call came in at 3 o'clock this afternoon for an attempted prisoner escape. We are not sure at this point if there's prisoners still at large. Neighbors and business owners tell us that they are, but the North Carolina Department of Public Safety says that no prisoners have escaped from the Institute. That is really what we're working with at this point. As we continue to get more information, we will bring it to you first on WAVY.com, including updates on the condition of those patients as we are trying to figure that out as well. We're live in Elizabeth City. I'm Joe Fisher, 10 on your side.
All right, Joe, thank you. And of course, we've been working the phones all afternoon, calling our sources and officials to get a better picture, really, of where things stand. So we got Jerry Higgins, a spokesman from the North Carolina Department of Public Safety, on the phone.
And we asked him about exactly what Joe's talking about, these reports from people in the area that they've been calling into us saying they see what appear to be active searches going on all evening for inmates possibly who have left the facility. We asked him about it. Here's what he had to say.
We have no confirmation of any escapes at this time.
And North Carolina Emergency Management also says that there were no escaped or prisoners, that they're all accounted for. But again, we are getting conflicting reports from people who live in that area. As soon as we get clarity on that and about who was injured in this incident, how they were injured, and the extent of their injuries, we will be sure to update you, of course, on air and on WAVY.com. Now, we also spoke with a member of the Elizabeth City Coast Guard. He says they are helping the North Carolina Department of Public Safety with the use of the helicopter.
And we're told that helicopter was at Centera Norfolk General. There are more patients at Centera Albemarle Medical Center. Joe touched on it. Perhaps some of them had to be transferred to the trauma center because of the extent of those injuries. But in total here, hospitals are saying they are treating 14 people. Again, a big question, what are the extent of those injuries?
And a little background information on the prison. It can hold about 900 inmates, but today's capacity for the Department of Public Safety is under 800. An exact number is about 728. Now, this is a high security facility for all adult males. There are 4 buildings on the ground, and we know that at any one time there can be 30 inmates working in that sewing facility, where earlier today there were reports of fires being started inside.